Hi guys, welcome back to Manga Reviews. Today we'll be looking at a certain magical index volume 3, which is the start of the Sisters arc, which is an amazing arc in index and railgun. So once again we'll be looking at the story, the presentation, the art and also the enjoyment. So let's go straight in with the story. So we left off last time where, well, it's the start of a new arc, so there's not much happening. But the old arc about, index getting oil and that is out of the way, it's done. But this time, we start off with something rather interesting. We start off with what looks like Mikoto Misaka from the first volume, with a massive gun fighting this random Esper. Now, this actually isn't Misaka, it's actually her clones. She's actually got 10,000 clones, not by her own doing. What happens is, she gets cloned to try and make a level 6 Esper, and when that fails, because they wanted to use her for like the military, they wanted to mass produce level 5 military wise, they decide to put all these level clones against a guy called Accelerator, who is the number one level 5 Esper in all of Academy City. You may have watched the video, a certain scientific accelerator review. That's the dude who we're on about now. This is what happens before that manga. So basically, he ends up trying to kill all these sisters, and the idea is that if he kills enough of them, 10,000 of them to be precise, he will level up to level 6. Or that's what they've predicted anyway. But what happens is basically Toma bumps into Misaka, and Kuroko Shirai, Misaka's roommate, gets the complete wrong idea and thinks they're going out again, which is completely screws her over because she's completely utterly raving lunatic lesbian. Not saying that lesbians are bad, but she's just a bit mental in the head as a character. She's completely obsessed with Mikoto, so that's just how it happens. What happens is then Toma ends up meeting this other girl that looks exactly like Misaka, but she's a little bit simpler, and she's got these military style goggles on so she can see electronic waves and all this sort of stuff, because she can't predict and do what Misaka can. She's a bit less advanced, she's a lower level. She's still got electric talent and she's still an Esper, but she's a clone. It's like when you copy a CD, the CD's always going to be less quality, that kind of thing. And Misaka knows about this. She knows that the sisters are happening, she knows what they are for, and she tries to hide it. She's like, oh, it's just my sister, there's nothing to do with her, blah blah blah, takes her away. And later on, Toma bumps back into the sister again, and just refers to her as Misaka sister, the Misaka sister. And after disappearing into a store for a little while, he comes back to find that Misaka has been brutally murdered in a highway, and he has no idea how she's murdered. Excuse me. But it turns out that she's been killed by Accelerator, and Accelerator is there to do it just to level up. So he calls the authorities, he calls anti-skill, like the police force of Academy City, to try and sort this out. He's like, what the hell is going on? And then they turn up and there's no one there. They're like, well, what's this all about? And out of the blue, suddenly, a load of other Misaka sisters turn up. The clones turn up to clean up the mess. To remove the dead and clean up the mess of Accelerator, basically. Like little slaves. I apologise for my cough. But, after they tell him that he can't know anything and all this lot, and that he should forget about the other thing, he goes looking for Misaka because he thinks that she's involved. And he ends up in her room with Kuroko, and Kuroko tries to teleport him out, and because the resident, the person in charge of the dorms, comes to do a surprise room inspection, and it turns out that she can't teleport him out because of the power in her right hand, the Imagine power that we saw last time. So he ends up hiding under the bed, finding all this information about this sisters and Project Radio Noise, which is to level up Accelerator. And then he escapes Kuroko, and he goes after Misaka, and he finds her on a bridge, and it leaves it there, and he's like, what the hell are you doing? because Misaka is heading toward the next battle, because she's disgusted at it, she hates it, she wants rid of it, and she's heading toward the next battle. And I know what's going to happen, but I'm not going to ruin it in the manga. But at the minute, they're just confronting each other on the bridge. In issue 4, we'll find out what happens. But now we'll move on to the art, because that's sort of an important aspect of looking at a manga. As one can imagine from this author and this artist, it's very, very good. The art is nice to see. Again, very well detailed. You can tell that the Misaka sister is Misaka sister, and it's not normal Misaka. That from the facial expression in the eyes, she's more blanked out. Not to mention she doesn't wear the shorts underneath her skirt like Mikoto does. The action scenes, once again, very, very well drawn. Nothing to complain about. You know, the lightning is very, very well drawn, very well sketched out. As is Accelerator as well. Accelerator's facial expression is downright bloody scary. They're just horrible and horrible, and it's horrible to see. I mean, the way he kills her is just bloody horrible. He really is. I mean, the way he kills her, if I'm just flicking through right now, yeah, he kills her in the most gruesome way possible. He reverses her blood flow, which, as you can imagine, would probably kill someone pretty bloody quickly, because he can. He reverses her blood flow, and the imagery is gruesome, but it's very well drawn, so I can't exactly complain. I'm not one for gruesome stuff and gore, but it is interesting. And obviously you get full page spreads in parts of this, especially when all the clothes show up, so you can see every detail. The chapters are also broken up nicely, as you would expect, and as usual. For example, there's one here of Misaka stood with all the clothes behind her, like her younger sisters. Then you get nice sketches of like Index and the other characters. One thing I have noticed in the Index one is the bonus sketches and the bonus information in the back. I mean, we get a nice little profile of Misaka, not like a character profile, but she's sat down in civilian clothes, and she's just a little bit story about her, little note from the author, and that's nice to see, because after all, the author originally did light novels and not manga, so it's nice to see that. As for the presentation, as you can expect from Yen Press, once again, very nice. The colour is very, very nice. It's very dark. It shows Misaka stood in front with all the sisters behind, the same image that's used actually in the manga itself. The detail on the front is nice. I do like how it's glossy and it's nice. Very well bound as well, very thick, nice bound. On the back, we've got a picture of Accelerator, Misaka the clone, Misaka and Yomo, and Toma. It's rated teen, so, but if you don't like gory things, then, you know, be aware that there is blood and there is fight scenes with blood coming out and stuff like that. So just be aware of that. So the presentation overall is very good. There's no mistakes in the manga. It's very well presented, very well drawn, very well translated. Also, as for the enjoyment factor now, overall I give it 4 out of 5 stars because I did enjoy this manga. I did finally enjoy getting to the magical index side of the Sisters arc. Now, there is the Sisters arc in Railgun, which starts at volume 4 or 6, I think it's 6, at volume 6, and that's Mikoto Misaka's side, this is Toma Kamijo and Index's side, so they kind of work together. It's where the series interlap, because Index and Accelerator and Railgun all intersect each other. It's kind of complicated. They all kind of run each other. They run parallel series wise. It's the same in the anime. It's the same in the manga. It's really nice to see, and it's lots of character development, and it's really nice to see. So for enjoyment, definitely 4 out of 5 stars. I would recommend picking this up if you've got the first 2, or if you're intrigued and you pick up the first 3. You want a bit of magic and magic versus science, or religion versus science in a way. It's always nice to see that, because it's a very, very long argument, a very old argument. I'm not taking personal preference or sides, but it's nice to see it explored in the manga in such a way. So yeah, that's the overview. I would recommend pick it up. Thanks for watching, guys, as usual. Rate and comment as you would normally. Go over to the Facebook page, like us over there, tell us what you think, you know, tell me what you want to see, all that sort of stuff. Let me know what's happening. I'm going to start doing anime reviews sometime in February or March. I decided that I'm finally going to go ahead with them. So I just need to get all that stuff organised. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So I'm going to see what happens. But as for Magical Index Volume 3, a very good piece of manga. I would advise picking up if you've got the first two. Continue this story. Cannot wait for Volume 4 to come out. It does come out soon this year. So I am really, really looking forward to it. I've already got it on pre-order. It's already waiting to come. You know, I've just got to literally wait for the thing to arrive and that's it. So pick this up if you can. This has been William from UK Manga Reviews. I hope you've enjoyed this video and see you next time, guys.